Ooh. Is the dead physicist guy secretly one of these people?
Then Donovan Jones here is willing to read one of his latest compositions. This is my town. I won't let it turn brown.
A dark night in the depths of Kenyon College. A strange gathering of students. They wear name tags. Yet the names they sport aren't their own. Here, there's no talk of philosophy or keg stands. Here the talk is only concerned with murder.
That we will be unable to auction the diamond pendant as planned. When I entered the casino's finance office to get the pendant from the safe, I found that the safe was open, the pendant missing, and there was a dead body on the floor.
I think that the jewel thief might have taken too long, fascinated by the glimmering of things. And from that, she may be among us, and...
She?
Okay, Ralph Anderson has been stabbed.
Rock, paper, scissors, shoot.
Bang! Bang! Trainer! That bullet has been shot!
Attention, everyone!
I have a dying breath.
Paper, scissors, shoot.
No!
You have been shot.
Bang!
Oh my god,
You have been stabbed.
Would the actual murderer of Roberto Pirelli please make themselves known?
Tell me, Agent, aren't all men good, according to their own definition?
What is this strange ritual? A satanic cult? A murderous gang? Join me, Sam Dukes, as we explore this Whodunnit. After the body had been removed and the mops were stored in their closet, after the reports were filed and the lights turned off, a single clue remained. On a lonely sheet of paper, badly stained with the remains of an unidentifiable substance. Blood. A rare and deadly poison. Coke. I found the barely legible scrawled address. freeformgames.com. I searched the dark corridors and the shady byways of the internet until, in the dankest, darkest, most chilling website address, I found Mo and Steve.
My name's Mo Holcar. I'm one of the two partners in Freeform Games.
I am Steve Hatherley, and I am a partner at Freeform Games. Freeform Games produces murder mystery games, interactive murder mystery games. It's like being in a movie or a play.
It's a costume party with a story.
Except you're the hero. It just happens there's another 29 other heroes also trying to do what they want to do.
You assume the persona of a particular character in a setting, and that character's got an identity and name and a bunch of people who they know and things that they're trying to do within the setting of the game.
There is a murder and someone's solving the murder, but at the same time you might have other objectives. You might be trying to get yourself out of debt, it might be to trying to get the diamonds or something like that. It's not just a murder.
Well, Mo and Steve assured me that these events were harmless and fun. I had my doubts. I'd have decided to question some of the individuals that were present that night, as I doubt they would be as well prepared for my hard-hitting detective skills.
There's something very freeing about being in a space where you can like take on another character.
All of a sudden you're in this character and you are this character and you're living this life, but then you also just go back to your life afterwards.
And no one will like take it too seriously and everyone will like play back to you. I get socially anxious a lot, and like when I'm in this scenario, like I don't feel socially anxious. I don't have to worry about social dynamics.
I just know that when I go, I always end up wanting to talk about it afterwards because it feels like a very contained world that I enjoy.
I was the Countess Alice Deville, a wealthy widow and lady of leisure, as well as a seductress, which is just the opposite of my actual personality. So I worked for Mr. X, reluctantly because he knew that I killed my husband. Who in the world told you that? I was supposed to be distracting this MI6 agent, but I was also supposed to sort of get out from under his control. So almost right at the beginning, I made a deal with the MI6 agent I told him who Mr. X was in exchange for protection and then safe passage out of the country afterwards. But while I'm here, I should probably make nice with Mr. X, so I was also passing him information, and he was thoroughly convinced that I was his most loyal henchman until the very end.
And can you reveal his identity?
Hard to do that. I need some assurances.
Her name was Betsy. It was a 50s themed one. So she was the younger sister of the person who had gotten murdered. And she was supposed to be like the goody two-shoes character, but was actually out and about vandalizing things with her deceased brother's archenemy, which I feel like is a good vibe, you know? I think I like the idea of characters that seem nice and innocent on the outside as fits into society stereotypes and then are actually out and about causing chaos. I think it's the character aspect of it, that you like become a character pretty closely for that long of a period. Because by the end you feel like you know that character really well. There's this girl on campus I run into all the time, and I've done several murder mysteries with her, but the only name I know for her is Pickles, because the very first murder mystery I did with her, that was her name. If you know who this is, please tell me what her actual name is.
Those little like tiny day-to-day anxieties aren't a thing there. I feel like I'm able to express like the absurdities of who I am. I feel like I'm just able to like embrace like a very playful side of myself. When I'm like, I can be like Haley, but Zara Zirkonov, then those like layers kind of go away, and then like the only layer is me just being funny and silly and like a jewel thief. That's just fun.
Maybe Mo and Steve were right. Or maybe someone got to them first, making sure they kept mum. I decided I needed to observe one of these events again before I could know for sure. A dark midwinter night. A fancy socialite cocktail party hosted by the wealthy Evington Browns. Unfortunately, the valet of Miles Earnshaw, one of the guests, has been found dead. A heart attack? Poison? But the drama intensifies when Miles makes the stunning claim that Evie, the heiress to the family fortune, is his child, and that he had an affair with Rose, Evie's mother. Dr. Bruseyard, a close friend of the family, performs a blood test revealing that the claim is false. But a secret meeting between he and Evie's parents reveals that maybe something else is afoot.
She also wants to kill your mom.
What?
Okay.
Everybody. One. I just wish you to understand what's just occurred. I've dragged the man upstairs there, that fraudster, twice now. I've called the police. I have him restrained. When the storm passes, the police will come and carry him off to jail. Don't let him ruin the remainder of this evening.
So my first murder mystery, I had just shown up at Kenyon. I had a handful of friends.
I didn't know anyone.
It was focused in Hollywood.
And the star of the film was the victim, and I was the producer.
I was a producer.
We were total rivals.
I was supposed to basically have like a blood feud with another producer. I was a bit of a jerk.
And the victim was my character's best friend. He saw my character crying and was like, oh my god, this guy lost his best friend. He's having such a rough time.
And I was like, listen, I understand that we have a bad history, and I'm not saying that we should be close friends, but like, if you need anything, you let me know. After that murder mystery was over, we left the event and just started walking up and down until 1 a.m. talking about it.
I was a introverted, anxious freshman. It gave me a community, and it gave me people who I really cared about.
For all the talk of murder and deception, these murder mysteries seem to be more an avenue for community and connection, which, frankly, is annoying. Seems every time I think I found a real case, it turns out to be just another group of friends having fun. And I'm still not allowed back at the Ren Fair after that incident, shall we say, last year. Maybe next time. Until then, this has been Detective Sam Dukes, investigator of intrigue, collector of clues, master of mysteries, destroyer of deceit. And this has been Whodunnit.